I know what you're thinking. And no, this is not clickbait. While chatting with a fellow YouTuber about the newest Digital Circus episode, we may have accidentally solved one of the biggest mysteries in the entire show, what the Digital Circus actually is. So strap in, because this is going to be a wild ride. To start, let's go over what we know about the circus. It's a digital program that sucks people in and can't get out. Outside from that, there really isn't much known about the circus, unless you start to look closer. In the newest episode, Kane looks in worry at a rundown office before the scene cuts away, the same room and computer Pomni found while trying to find the exit in the pilot episode. Considering how that room appeared with a more somber tone in 2 episodes, it's likely that is the company that created the circus, which, as most of us have figured out, is a video game. If you pay attention to the amount of bugs, glitches, and scene breaks there are, it looks to be an unfinished game, likely abandoned by the company after something went horribly wrong. Considering Kinger was the oldest there, along with his wife Queenie, and how he is able to manipulate the circus at will, it's not too much of a stretch to say he helped work on the circus. The fact he mentioned he used to be a computer scientist only backs that up. Having said all that, if this was a video game, why did it need not only programmers, but a computer scientist working on it? Well, this is where the video gets a bit more theoretical. What if the circus was meant to be the first video game, where it was a literal escape from reality? A video game meant to be an online game you could hop in and out of at will, as the first video game to ever have the ability to literally be inside the game for as long as you'd like and then hop out? However, after the beta testers went missing during rehearsal, Kinger and Queenie being the confirmed 2, the project and company was shut down, the odd headset found scattered around town. It would explain why the game was unfinished, and why the select few found themselves trapped in the game. Likely, they found the headsets in trash bins or back alleyways. Miserable with life, they were hoping to get a few minutes away from it all and put the headsets on, having escaped from reality, as the major advertisement written on the headset, but they weren't able to go back. It would explain why everyone there is miserable and had awful lives before the circus, because they were all equally as desperate for a minute or 2 escape that they tried a sketchy video game headset. The many rooms were likely supposed to be the hub area for each player, Kane being the tour guide to introduce new players to the game and set up quests to do for online play. Maybe he was also supposed to handle tiny bugs in the game, hence why he can explode NPCs. He was supposed to clear up everything so the data within the game wouldn't cause it to lag. Likely, the reason he is starting to break is because he was never meant to be running all the time, especially as a beta version, so he is slowly breaking down. Likely, in the next 3 episodes of the show, the group will figure out what the circus is, and will use its own knowledge against it to break the game and escape. Of course, this is only a theory, but it would certainly explain most of the unsolved details in the show. However, at the end of the day, all we can do is wait for the next 3 episodes of the show to explain what we do not yet understand.